I am done with Depop because I've been having bad interactions with people. But honestly, that's the story of my life. People always take what I'm saying wrong, even if it's in text. Like, how am I rude for redirecting you to the tracking information in Depop? Mind you, in the beginning, I didn't call her no names or nothing. I was very just neutral. People don't like neutral. People don't like honesty. I don't know. I told her where to go find it, and that I ship her shit the 2 days before. She was asking, damn. 2 days before she had asked, right? Then she's like, "Oh, you're being rude. You're coming to me with the attitude." I did not come to this girl with an attitude. If anything, I was being very kind. I could have called her dumb. I could have called her illiterate. I could have called her a lot of things. I did not. But she kept going back and forth with me. So I said, yeah, like instead of coming to me to go back and forth, maybe buy from the original business instead of coming my way. Maybe don't buy shit you can't afford. I don't know. That's just me. But whatever. So why did Depop look at the messages and was like, oh, you can't say that, you can't do that. But we're not going to talk to the girl that was attacking you, saying that you was rude. First, before I even started to actually get rude, she was calling me rude. No more Depop for me. Okay, yeah. So as I was saying, sorry, I had Orange is the New Black on TV. If you if you heard what I just heard, my bad. But no more Depop for me. I'm gonna try to do an Etsy shop. I tried doing an Etsy shop like a few years ago, I think, and it didn't really go anywhere. So I think I just shut it down or let it shut down by itself because I wasn't keeping up with it, and I feel like it just wasn't the right time for me to have an Etsy shop. But I think now either I can have an Etsy shop or I can make a website. And I've made a website. I've had a few websites before, and honestly, like people was begging me to make a website, and they didn't buy anything. And it's like, I am not about to keep paying for something that I'm not getting paid from. So I just let it be. I just let it go and let it be. But now I think it's my time to like expand on my crochet stuff because like it's doing pretty decent on Depop. Like every month I've made $100 to $200 off of like my crochet stuff and my like thrifted stuff that I've been selling, or like stuff from my closet, of course. But yeah, I have been making, it's decent per month. And I think Etsy could be a good place for it, even though like I don't be seeing a lot of people selling like thrifted stuff on Etsy. But I am optimistic that at least my crochet sets will sell. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. No more Depop because she's just not for me. Like I'm tired of people doing fuck shit and blaming me for it, and blaming me for responding to their fuck shit. Like I really am. And I came to the conclusion that I'm low-key like I'm done being nice. I'm very kind. I don't think I'm very nice. Like if I can tell you all the times that I told somebody something that they needed to hear but they didn't receive it well. I can make a book about it, I guess. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking it up now, how to create an Etsy account. It's on my screen. It says I have to register for an Etsy account online. And hold up, this is not what it was saying a minute ago. And how to create an Etsy account. Yes, it's a lot. It's a whole bunch of stuff, but like, I'm just trying to figure it out. But the username I've been using for like all my stuff has been Lost Loner, so I think I'm gonna just stick with that and make something in Canva for a banner or a profile picture or whatever. And then for like my stuff, I need to, for like the things I'm gonna make, I need to lock in with like making a collection, I guess. But the gag is the yarn I use half of the time when I'm making stuff is literally thrifted yarn that I can't most of the time guess what it is. But I guess I can do like one of one pieces and sell it that way. But I feel like it's going to be cheaper for me to just buy yarn that I know what it is and make stuff from that and sell it. But I feel like at the same time it is more, it's even like, I don't know, it's just the price difference of it all. Like, I feel like making a custom one-of-one could be more expensive, but it's also more cost effective for me. So should I even make it more expensive? I don't know, because I am a firm believer of like recycling and upcycling and like being equitable, I guess. So it's like you really got to think about the financial stuff, the financial side, because I don't want to sell like $100 shit just because like I can. Like I want it to be justified to me that it be like that expensive and that expensive, and I need to just think about how it is all gonna work. It's just a lot. Like, I'm sorry. It's just a lot to think about, but I'm excited to see where it goes. That's me. That's what I'm doing right now. I've been so busy these last few weeks. I can't even lie. Like, that's why I haven't posted no vlogs or nothing. I got some new plants a few weeks ago. I don't know if I posted pictures of them, but I guess I'll put them up here somewhere. I got a aloe plant, I got a monstera, and I got a philodendron, something like that. And I need to repot them, like they're still in their original pots, but I don't have any pots for like to be doing that, so I'm trying to figure out. I need to figure that out, but my friend said she'll help me repot the plants. I paid so many bills today. I'm sick. I'm sick as fuck, because what do you mean? What do you mean I just paid all them bills? But yeah. What else have I done? I was supposed to hang out with some friends over the past few weeks, and they all like canceled on me or just didn't say nothing, or like I had to check in and they were like, oh, I forgot, blah blah blah. So yeah, I didn't really go. I haven't been outside or nothing. Like, I've been really trying to lock in with getting my finances together, and that's what I've been doing. Yeah, and I'm on my period right now. Girl, this past week been hell. Like, when I am on my period and when I'm PMSing, I don't want to hear shit a man gotta say at all. I'm sorry if you can hear my stomach, but she's going through it too. But yeah, I don't want to hear shit a man gotta say. And this week has been a week packed with men talking to me, and it was irritating, like real bad. Like I could not, I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I did my work, which that's another thing. Like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be a video just of me just complaining, and I don't know, but no. So a thing about my job, or like being a queer person in tech, you and being AFAB, is that they are not going to listen to you. They're gonna treat you like everything you say is fucking dumb, and or like that they know better than you. And half the time they probably do because they have more experience, but at the same time, half of the time I'd be right. Most of the time I'd be right. I'd be like, it's part of my job to make sure that we have the parts to build the shit that we need to in a timely manner. Last week, I requested that they order custom adhesive. You know that they didn't follow through on that. Mind you, it was last Monday. It's Thursday right now. Now it's 2 Thursdays from that Monday. They never ordered the adhesive. So, yeah, mind you, I literally not only asked them in person, I sent them the part numbers in a list and asked them on Teams, right? Reminded him twice, still didn't do it. Then the project manager also was like, I'll just do it myself. Then he like, oh, you can order it. I'm telling him, no, I can't, because it's a custom adhesive cut. You can't just get the adhesive anywhere. You gotta call them, you gotta talk to people to get it done. Then he's talking about, oh, the same project manager, he a black man. He's like, oh, you run this place, I need you need to, I need perfection, blah, blah, blah. Ask for what you want, all types of shit. And it's like, my friend at work, she was like, it seems like he wants you to be like an outspoken black woman. And I get where she's coming from, and I don't know, like, I think he wants me to be more, I agree that he wants me to be more outspoken and like, do stuff a certain way, but I have never presented myself to be that. I'm a black woman, queer black woman. I'm more non-binary, but I'm perceived as a black woman. I am a black woman, but I'm not like what they're expecting of me as a black woman. And I made that very clear from day one that I wasn't gonna be that. Like, I'm not very like hyper. I'm not very loud. I'm not like out there with my expression when it comes to my body language and all that. It's never that, especially at work. But that's because when I have been more so that type of person, even though I'm not that type of person, like, it's not that because I'm a very chill person in general, but it's like, even if I do come a little bit out of my shell at work, men have taken it too far. Like, I have been harassed at my jobs because of me just being myself. So like, I don't do that no more. I've learned my lesson. I don't want anything to do with them. Then I told them about, I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm complaining about everything. I'm sorry. It's just a lot. Then we're building this project that basically we had fucked up the first time but it was kind of my fault because I did build it, but it wasn't because I didn't have instructions. I was doing this off the dome, and I told them that I needed instructions. They didn't give me instructions till mad late, till more recently. So we're building this project, and now we have to use glue on the screws. I brought up before I started using the glue, this is going to be a problem. Me and my friend, my coworker friend, we both said, yeah, this might cause problems. Because how am I going to take this shit apart if the screws are glued in certain places? It was like, it's gonna be dropped from a thing, so you have to do it, like this is important. Why the man take apart the one of the things and couldn't take the PCB out of the thing because it was glued to the plastic of the enclosure? Another example. It's a camera in the enclosure, and the flex cable is now oriented to where it's not lining up to the PCB correctly, right? I know y'all probably don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but this is how you'll eventually talk if you're like a queer person in the tech, if you're in a tech field in general, but you know, if you like me. So the camera is not oriented in the right way. So when I was making the previous version, I was bending the flex cord to be in the specific place that it needed to be to click into the PCB, right? Into its connector. This man says yesterday, he was like, yeah, bending the thing is not gonna work, right? So we're gonna click it in at this point, turn the back enclosure turn the back enclosure so it's twisting the cable of the flex cable of the camera, and we're gonna close it that way. Today, he comes up with his solution to now bend the flex cord like I was before he did that shit. So I told him straight up, this was a waste of time. We could have been through this shit if you didn't have to go through trying to figure, if you just let me do my job. We didn't have to waste this fucking time. Mind you, this man's supposed to be QC, quality control. Let me calm down. You can tell I just love my job. Let me calm down. This man is supposed to be QC, quality control. So with this project, because we fucked up the first time, he's been on my back with this next order, trying to figure out how to do the shit. And half of the shit that he has suggested has gone wrong. And he was breaking shit. And the build now takes about an hour or two when it only takes 45 minutes. Do you see my dilemma? Do you see why I'm so fucking stressed? On top of being on my period, and the sound of a man's voice is like nails on a chalkboard. Do you see the stress I've been going through? Mind you, I had to tell him yesterday, the sound of your voice is irritating me. I need you to leave me alone. It got so bad that he finally let somebody else inspect the shit because I was not talking to him. I couldn't do it. I was too blue. Like, it's just too many things happening. It was making me, I don't know how the girls do it, but I think this is why I'm trying to get medicated, because I feel like having something to help me combat this shit while I'm in America is going to do wonders for me. Because this has been the longest job I have kept in my adult life. It's been 2 years since I started at this job. And usually by now, if I'm feeling stressed like this, I would quit. I know myself. I would quit. I'ma quit down. But no, I'm not gonna quit. I'm here. Stability is, stability is nice. Um, Working with men is not for, like, if you know you don't have the patience to work with a man and man tendencies, don't do it, girl. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because when I tell you, it's stressful. It's stressful. It's disappointing. It's irritating. It's a lot of things I don't care for. And do I feel bad about telling that man that he's annoying me? No. Do I feel bad about telling him I told you so? No. I feel, and it's like, I just have to keep saying, you guys should have listened to me. I was proactive. It's not my fault. You know. Now I have to do, my friend was like, oh, you have to keep track of all your accomplishments and the things that are happening so that you can bring it to management in your next thing to let them know. And it's like, it's crazy that I have to do that just to be heard and seen and, like, for things to change. And it's like, they're always asking me to do more and, like, to keep them organized. But it's like, if you don't, if, like, that's not my responsibility to make sure everybody else is organized and put together. It's my job for me to keep organized for my own. Like, I get that we're a team, but at what point are you going to take accountability? Because I don't want to be the scapegoat. Felt good to talk about it, honestly. I ain't talked to none of my friends. I ain't talked to none of my friends recently, for real. Like, I've been too busy and too blown off of their actions or lack thereof to even chat to them about the stuff that's been happening. But yeah, damn, I've been talking for 20 minutes. My bad. But yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. Like, I've applied to a few part-time jobs, but I haven't heard back from none of them, so we'll see what that's giving. Yeah, and I already told you about the Etsy shop idea, so that's in the works, generally in my mind. But yeah, that's in the works. And then, yeah, that's about it. Supposed to be going to the movies with my friend this weekend. We were supposed to be seeing You, Me, and Tuscany, but that shit is not in the theaters no more. So I am either going to either probably go by myself somewhere and see a movie, or we will pick a different movie, or we can watch You, Me, and Tuscany on Zoom together, which will be cute and fun. So we'll see. But yeah, that's what my life is giving. Girl, I'm so irritated about work. That shit was fucking me up the long way. I can't even lie to you. Like, then another thing about the glue, I forgot to tell y'all. Not only was the shit when he was trying to take out the PCB that was stuck in the thing, he also came to the conclusion that the glue was messing with the conductivity of the board, which means that the electricity wasn't flowing correctly through the board because of the glue. Maybe I already said that, but how you an electrical engineer and didn't know that was going to happen? That's my tea. That's my work tea. That's my work tea for now. But yeah, that's what life is looking like right now. follow me along on the journey, I guess. I don't know what you're gonna see next, but thanks for watching so far. I shaved my eyebrows off, and I love it. But no, I was just thinking, like, I seen some posts today overall, and like one of them was talking about how a certain version of people have like short-term friendships all the time because they're good friends and they're not like fake. And I was like, maybe that's why I don't be keeping people around, because there is always a timeline for friendships. And I think, you know, people said that quote, you're here for a fun time, not a long time type shit. So like, yeah, that resonated with me. Then I was thinking, like, I think I do need to like let it be known that like I am functionally depressed. Like, I don't enjoy existing even when I'm on the meds. That's always, I guess I won't say always, but that's always been a thing for me. And that's probably, I don't think that's ever going to change.
Come home late, it seems you barely beat the sun. Tapping my shoulder, thinking you gon' get you some. Smelling like some fragrance that I don't even wear. So if you want some loving,
get into the beat. I did this in 10 minutes, would you believe? And it held up all day, even though it's not really hot outside. So, you know, we can't really get into like if it's really a really good beat, but I don't have no smile lines, no like separation or nothing that I can see. Cute little one too. But I am a plant mother now. I'm a plant mother. You want to see? I have an aloe plant. I have a monstera. And I have a philodendron or something. Philodendron, that's what it is. Yeah. Look at that dark color on it. I love it. It looks black in it looks black in person, like the leaves, but I guess it looks more green on here. But yeah, I went to a plant thing. It's called like a convention, yeah, and with my friend, and it was so fun. I got a lot of stuff. Well, I got my plants, of course, and then I got a candle from a black-owned business, and I got a brownie from a black-owned business, but I already ate a brownie. It was really good. It did taste a lot like sugar. I didn't taste much of the chocolate, but it was still good. I was gonna buy anything from that lady anyways. It was only like a few black-owned businesses there, so I bought from each one. I wasn't supposed to do that. That was not the plan, but I had the funds, so I supported my black people, you know. I wish, you know, people felt the same way about my businesses, but
suggest you go back there where you came from. Day to day with you is always something else. Working my nerves, God knows that I don't deserve what you put me through, 'cause I've been so true to you. For you to come at me with another lame excuse.
Hey, yo, that's it, kid.
to fail and bumped your head, messing up my sheets and violating me. Got me down to call my peeps and take it to the streets. Nothing you can do, and there's nothing you can say that could persuade me to stay with you another day. You have crossed the line to the point of no return. What you do from here on out, I am no longer concerned.
Hey, yo, that's it, kid.